Hello everybody and welcome to episode 39 of Zack Plays Steins Gate. Last time we left off, we turned Lukaku back into a guy because we will do literally anything to save Mayuri until it turns out that we actually have to let Mayuri die in order to save the world, in which case then we will do anything to save the world. But for now, we're just trying to focus on saving Mayuri. Interesting little thing. I decided it wouldn't really be spoilers or anything if I went ahead and read a summary of the endings we've had up to so far, so I thought that I would go ahead and just summarize them for you quickly, because I know a couple people have been curious about what the other endings are if you don't decide to send the D-mails. So, the first one being the Suzuha ending. If you decide to let Suzuha, or to not stop Suzuha from leaving, if you decide to let Suzuha stay, alright, and stop her from leaving, you know what I mean, to get the Suzuha ending, then basically what happens is you repeatedly, like hundreds of times, live over and over and over and keep time leaping back and back and back, live over the same days over and over and over before Mayuri dies. And you do that to the point of almost madness. Like, you start going a little crazy because you really don't want Mayuri to die, but you also don't want to sacrifice Suzuha, so as a result you just keep time leaping back multiple days. She realizes that you have been time leaping because your eyes are dead, and she says it reminds her of the people in the future who walk around with just fish eyes, basically. And so she offers you to go back in time with her to look for the IBM 5100, and you take her up on that deal. That is that's the Suzuha ending. Next is the Ferris ending. If you decide to keep Ferris's dad alive and not have Ferris's dad die, then what happens is, Mayuri and Daru actually don't know you at all, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but for some reason Mayuri and Daru don't know you, but Ferris does, and you are actually dating Ferris, and you have to kind of live your life with just Ferris. You and her met during a Rynet competition, and you guys are partners, I believe, and you guys play Rynet together. And I assume you live happily ever after. Then, the Lukaku ending, which is the one we would have got last episode if we decided to not send the D-mail and turn Lukaku back into a guy. If you don't do that, then basically you and Lukaku live happily ever after, even though you know that it's your fault that Mayuri dies. Mayuri ends up not being iced by CERN, but instead she's actually murdered, or she dies by the world, by the universe, basically, and she suffocates on practically nothing. She just dies, right? And so you and Lukaku both know that you are the cause of Mayuri dying, and but you end up living happily ever after, getting married, and having a kid. So that's pretty neat. And those are the endings up to this point. I haven't done any research on anything past what we have played, because obviously I don't want to get spoiled, so please don't tell me anything else. If I did miss something, though, from the other endings, then feel free to tell me, but that's just a little quick synopsis for you guys who were interested in what the other endings hold, because people actually wanted me to play through the game and get all of the endings. You guys ask way too much out of me, honestly. I know you guys like this series, but you ask me to do so many different things. People are asking me to showcase all of the endings, like, oh, can you play through every single ending before you get the true ending? No. No, and we're not even gonna end up getting the true ending because I've already made mistakes, and I actually looked up the guide just to see, like, what some of the changes are, and that fucking guide is so confusing, man. There's so many lines and so many boxes and so many diamonds and shit. I just took one glance at it and I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna go for the true ending. I'll just watch the anime if I want the true ending. I don't think I'm ever gonna bother with it because holy shit, that flowchart is confusing and complicated. But basically how it goes is there are flags. There are true ending flags, and you have to respond to all of them, and I believe there's like 7 of them. You have to pick up on all of the flags on your first time through, which nobody's gonna do without a guide. But anyway, let's get back into it, shall we? This is a long enough intro. Go get your father for me. We were looking for the IBM 5100, but obviously it's not going to be here because Mocha totally stole it. I asked Lukaku to fetch his father for me so I can ask him whether or not the IBM 5100 was in the storehouse. An old computer, yes, I do remember. I'll go check, please wait a moment. He heads into the storeroom out back, just like on the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBM 5100 was no longer in the storehouse since Go Lukaku had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Luca's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. It's gone because Mocha stole it. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed. It's gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I quickly glance at Lukaku's face. Blank. He doesn't seem to know anything. Lukaku is innocent, I'm sure of it. The lock to the storehouse was broken. Someone may have stolen it. Yep, Mocha. Stolen it? If he really doesn't put together that it was Mocha, then I'm gonna facepalm so hard. It's so obvious what happened here. It didn't disappear. A thief took it. There's evidence someone dragged something heavy away. That wasn't there at the end of the year cleaning, and the lock wasn't broken when I checked last month. I never expected a thief would break in.
Then, shouldn't we report it to the police?
While they discussed what to do, I sigh and considered the situation. This isn't going to work. The IBM 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me if I cancel just one more, I can get back the IBM 5100. But which one?
Okabe-san, I really don't understand, but please don't be sad. Just go, it matters not, like you always do.
I chuckle. Lukaku's so adorable when he's trying to cheer me up, but he's a guy. That's like my catchphrase, dude. I love that. You're using that phrase wrong, you know? I wave goodbye and leave the shrine. 2 D-mails. What, the one that saves Karisu? Are we counting that one? So we're counting the one that saved Karisu, and the Mocha one? What else is there? I mean, I guess the one that saves Karisu actually doesn't matter. We aren't taking that one into account just because we saved Karisu and we still found the IBM 5100, so that one didn't have an impact. So what is it? Are we counting the lottery one? Does that one count? Did that activate? Reading Steiner. I don't remember. The only one I remember is Mocha. 2 D-mails remain. First, the one I sent to myself with the winning Lotto 6 numbers. Oh yeah. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one, the one sent by someone I wish I could forget. Kiryu Mocha. I know the gist of her D-mail, since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Mocha asked to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the content simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab mems. Mocha ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. Oh yeah. The D-mail was sent July 31st, an easy date to remember. Or she just said that that's what the D-mail said. Or did we see the D-mail? I don't really remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBM 5100. It must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Lukaku's D-mail. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. Kiryu Mocha does not deserve my sympathy. That woman and her men have killed Mayuri more times than I can bear to remember. I will show her no mercy. Yes, Yuin. Give in to the evil inside your heart. Give in to Yuin, Kuma. There's just one problem. I don't think he can actually kill someone, though. I think he's too big of a pussy still. He shouldn't be. He should be able to just ice her in a second. The cancellation D-mail needs to be sent from Mocha's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her not to change phones would sway Mocha's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? I return to the lab and set things up so I can time leap at a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary. Wait, it's the 15th. It's the 15th. Mayuri's still alive. What? Did it get pushed back another day?
Phew, I'm stuffed. I barely ate today, so I was hungry. Is there more tomorrow? Yeah, and the day after, too.
Mayuri just got back from Kamima 30 minutes ago. She and Karisu, who stayed behind at the lab, have just finished eating couple noodles. It's already past 8, and so far, nothing has happened. Mayuri is still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being, God, fate, the universe itself, or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now.
Okie dokie. Mayushi's got an early day tomorrow, so I'm going home.
Mayuri takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru at all. He's fighting in the Kamima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. Busy checking his spoils, I guess.
Hey, guys, why don't you come too?
I'll pass, but my assistant looks like she wants to go.
Oh, what?
Kurisu jumps at my answer.
Hey, don't put words in my mouth.
I'll put something in your mouth. I'm sorry. I saw your eyes sparkling while you listened to Mayuri's cosplay stories.
Maybe, but nobody said anything about going.
Come on, Christian.
I know that Kunisu is an art channeler, but is she an otaku? Not all art channelers are otaku, but she has often hinted at an interest in cosplay.
No way, I'd suffocate in a crowd like that.
It's not as crowded on day 2. If you're worried, come in the afternoon. All the popular stuff will be sold out though.
You go, Okabe. You're Mayuri's guardian, aren't you?
No, Mayushi is Okarin's hostage.
Oh, right, that's what it was. Well, you don't want your hostage to escape, do you? Shouldn't you take her along in handcuffs or something?
I've got business in Akiba.
What do you mean, business?
The search for Kiryu Mocha. I already sent her an email. We need to talk, and now I'm awaiting her reply. Something tells me it's not going to work.
No answer? I guess it was just an excuse.
Christina, we need to talk.
Again? Abrupt as usual.
What do you mean again?
Nothing.
What you gonna talk about? You two have been real close lately, huh? You're always together. Mayushi really wants to join in on your secret meetings and stuff.
Don't worry, we've been talking about the time leap machine. It would just be gibberish to you. I think I have fully missed my chance to romance Kurisu. Apparently there were scenes before, like, I don't know, I had to send just the right D-mail as a response, or not just the right D-mail. I had to reply to Kurisu with, like, the perfect, email in order to get one of the true ending flags. I guess the true ending has something to do with Kurisu, at least I'm guessing, because all of the flags that I saw were related to Kurisu. So I guess I just totally missed the chance. Sorry guys, but I just responded with what I would really respond in that situation. And I guess that's not the right choice. Oh well. Oh well, my friends. Just watch the anime if you want the true ending. It'll save you a lot of time anyway. Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either. Besides, the purpose of this particular discussion is to convince Christina to attend Kamima. Prepare for good news, Mayuri.
Oh, great! Thanks, Okarin.
Mayuri waits in the lab as I take Kurisu outside. So, Christina.
I'm not going to Kamima.
You said again just now. We've talked like this before, just the two of us.
Losing your memory now? Does our little mad scientist have an acetylcholine deficiency?
Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter, in case you guys don't know. I'm being serious.
You're acting weird today. What's going on?
Please, I need to know.
I mean, yeah, this is like the 5th time you've brought me outside to talk to me about the time leap machine.
Have we talked about my time leaping? For an instant, Kurisu opens her eyes wide in surprise, but then she gives me an angry glare.
You're time leaping?
I nod. More than a dozen times already.
That many? What the hell are you doing?
Well, what the hell are we standing aside talking about then all these times? Looks like she doesn't know anything about Lukaku or my shifting between world lines, but that's only natural. So far, I've chained world lines a total of 3 times. Let's call the first world line where Mayuri died Alpha 1. The world line where Ferris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. The world line where I dated girl Lukaku is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. From my perspective, Alpha 1, 2, and 3 were undone by my D-mails. But for Kurisu and everyone else on Alpha 4, those world lines were nothing but separate, intangible possibilities to begin with. You know, I really don't like it. I understand why they do this exposition stuff in anime, because in anime, the reason that they do this is because in case any new viewers are here, so they'll say exposition about what's happened in the previous episodes just in order to catch up the new viewers who are maybe catching it for the first time on television. But it doesn't really make sense why they do so much exposition for previous stuff in the visual novel, because we all know what happened. We don't need to be filled in. I mean, I guess this is great for YouTube videos, because somebody popping into this video who maybe hasn't seen the previous videos is like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. But if that's the case, what are you doing with your life? Go watch the previous videos. Don't just jump in for this one just because there's boobs in the thumbnail. Not that there's boobs in this thumbnail, but I know that that's what people have done in the past. They'll watch a visual novel video because I put boobs in the thumbnail, and they're like, whoa! And then it's like, dude, you literally just clicked on part 31 of a series. Like, what do you expect? You're not gonna have any idea what the hell's going on. You're wasting your life. Anyway, I guess I have to explain everything again. I sigh heavily, then begin.
I think I get it.
After I'm done, Karisu nods and lightly pats my arm.
Don't wear yourself out.
It's a disgrace to be comforted by my assistant.
Why are you always like that? I'm even trying to be nice. You're really full of yourself, you know?
I don't need your sympathy. Everything that happened is my fault. I'm just getting what I deserve. Come to think of it, every time I explain this to you, I always end up hating myself in the end.
Okabe.
Don't worry about me, worry about Mayuri. Mayuri will probably die tomorrow. I don't know how it will happen. If Mayuri stays away from the lab, she could probably avoid running into Mocha and her men. Doesn't matter though, she'd still die all the same. All Alpha World lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her. Sorry about this, but I want you to be there when she dies tomorrow night.
That's why you want me to go to Kamima?
There's nothing we can do to prevent her death. Just stay close and tell me when it happens. Once I know, I'll make the time leap.
I can't believe there's nothing we can do. It just doesn't feel real, but it's the truth, isn't it? I can see it in your eyes. Are you okay?
No, I still haven't saved Mayor.
I know, that's not what I meant.
Karisu interrupts me.
Are you okay?
I don't follow.
You're carrying an awful burden.
It's rare for her to look so concerned for me. I told you not to worry about me. It's Mayuri you need to worry about. Tomorrow, I'm going to look for Mocha. If Mayuri doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If Mayuri does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past, no matter what. Interesting. It seems like Karisu is showing a bit of interest in us. I wonder if that's because we have sent some of the right emails to her, so she doesn't think that we completely hate her, and she doesn't completely hate us, but she kind of likes us, but kind of doesn't, and the fact that she's getting jealous hints to the fact that she does like us. But then my question becomes, does she just like you no matter what? Or is it because of some of the decisions I've made in the past? Could she possibly, in this situation, like us a lot more, and maybe we have a more heartfelt interaction right now? Maybe I actually confide in her. Or maybe it's supposed to be like this. Or maybe if I sent all the incorrect emails to her, and I've seemed like a total dick, maybe she doesn't care about me at all. These are questions that I have, and I would love to know the answers, but unfortunately the answers come from either watching somebody else play through the series, or playing through the series myself, making all the right decisions, quote-unquote right decisions. And that's just not for me. That's not for me. I don't care that much in order to replay fucking 40 hours of my life. It's very, very rare that I, as a person, will replay 40 hours of a video game, and this is not one of those situations. I wish there were some way that Mayuri wouldn't have to suffer.
Then why don't you time leap now?
I can't plan effectively without knowing the deadline.
I don't want to see Mayuri die either, you know?
I know how you feel, but you're the only one I can ask.
Where did all this trust come from?
You're my assistant, after all. Karisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke.
You're so full of yourself.
We have our plan. Karisu will go to her first Kamima. Mayuri will be so delighted when I tell her the news. We got a mail from our assistant. Joining up with Mayuri, we're heading out to Ariake. Kinda excited, lol. So many people. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me! Oars. Oh yeah, that's the, like, person bent over. So I feel like, here's what I think. Like I said, I kinda looked at the flowchart, but not really. So I have no idea how many of the quote-unquote true ending flags I have gotten. But I think that I have sent some of the correct emails and some of the wrong emails. I know for sure I've sent one of the wrong emails because I saw it. It was like the very first true ending flag that I didn't get. So I think I've sent some of the right ones. I've sent some of the wrong ones. And as a result, Karisu does like me. Because all of my emails that I've ever sent her, I've tried to be nice. And unfortunately, for the true ending, which people call it the true ending, I believe the developer has actually called it the secret ending, which just shows you that you're not supposed to get it on your first playthrough because it's a secret ending. You have to do everything so perfect that the odds of you doing it right on your first time are basically zero. It's completely secret. But some of the emails that you send to Karisu have to be nice, and some of them have to be not nice. And I have been nice to her in every single email, or as nice as we physically could be as Okabe. So I feel like she likes us, but she could probably like us more if we had been a bit of a dick to her in some situations, which is just the weirdest thing to say. Isn't that weird? Like, oh man, I was actually supposed to be a dick to her then, but not a dick to her then, and that's how she ends up liking me. Like, that doesn't show you how complicated women are. I don't know what does. I haven't seen Mayuri all day. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Mocha hasn't replied, which means I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Mocha supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I tried calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday, or they're just a completely fake business entirely as a cover-up for CERN. Or maybe it's just a bad time. Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a completely fake company. Or she doesn't work there at all. It's the second day of Kamima, and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at the big site right now. I've experienced this craze of Kamima several times firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone, and I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri is surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Karisu's the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. Oh wait, we got another email? Did we? Why does it say we have another email? Why do we have another email? Why does it say that? That's the sign where... Oh, this one. Morning, Okadine. I'm heading off now. Gotcha. That's the one. That's the one. I find the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in shirts and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Mocha and ask for her contact info. But he gives me an unexpected answer. We don't have an employee by that name. You don't? Yeah, no duh. Damn, I've been tricked. I should have known better. Mocha's working for CERN, of course, her place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembered something. Oh, whoa, wait a second, there was a girl who worked here, just 2 days before disappearing. I think her name might have been Kiryu. We might still have her resume. I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces. Damn, dude, that's a word not a lot of people use. Great word, though. Great word. I can never spell it when I want to use it, though. It's a hard spell. I bet you all that info on her resume is fake, though, obviously. The address listed on the resume leads to a beat-up old apartment, not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel strange, unease, as I approach the apartment. For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing out front. And one room on the second floor, room 202, Mocha's, has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? I walk up to the police officer. Maybe this will be a super lame thumbnail. I hope not. I'm gonna try and make this episode actually long, or at least until we get a thumbnail. And then if we get a thumbnail nice and early, then it'll be a short episode. That's how I'm gonna work. Because I don't want this to be the thumbnail. I'll walk up to the police officer. Excuse me, did the person who lives there move? Huh? No. Then... Are you related? I knew her. You haven't heard? The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my guts is getting worse. What happened? Suicide. What? What? Suicide? But why? When? Yesterday. No way. They took her to Chiyoda Third Central Hospital. Doesn't look like she had any relatives. We don't know who to notify. Will you go see the body? I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead. Mocha's dead. Probably not. I mean, that would explain why the attack has been postponed. But still, probably not. Probably it's some fucking CERN trick, it's a fake body or something like that. She had to disappear. That's what I would guess. She said that she doesn't keep the same name for long, so, you know, Kiryu Mocha, probably dead. Somebody else now. What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Suicide. Mocha, who killed Mayuri in cold blood, committed suicide. No, probably not. Or is this part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her, then made it look like suicide? No, dude, why would they do that? Today is the 16th. On World Line Alpha 1, Mocha raided the lab on the 13th. 3 days have passed since then. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back 1 day, so does Mocha's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this world line. Or the last world line. We didn't see it happen on the last world line because we didn't choose it to stay. We decided to time leap back. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. If Mocha is dead, maybe Mayuri doesn't have to die. Really? Really, we're still at this? We're still at this? I really thought that Okadin was past this, guys. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Thank you. Fate demands Mayuri's death. Whenever I tried to stop it, something interferes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but I haven't paid. But haven't I paid the price already? How did all of this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case of junior bu. Save for Mayuri's grandmother, I had never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Death had no place in my life, but how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More, when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. As long as I make you, Huin Kuma, Okabe Rentaru, I will force you to go on until we have saved Mayuri. God damn it. You will not quit until we are successful. Or until the fact that I didn't send a fucking random email to, who knows who, kicks in, and I can't get the true ending, because apparently I've done something wrong. Even though, from my perspective, I've done absolutely nothing wrong. I have been completely right about everything. I mean, literally all of my guesses about this storyline have been right. I have made my choices based on those guesses that ended up being right. So in my perspective, I've made all the right decisions, but apparently not. Apparently I was supposed to be a dick to Kadisu at one time or another. Nice! Love this video game. High quality video game. Just one more email to cancel. If I can just get my hands on Mocha's phone. Time leap. Mocha died yesterday, around noon. I can go back to before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mayuri's murderer kills herself is of no concern to mine. That's my boy. I just need to cancel that email. Alright, let's take bets now. Let's take bets right now. Who thinks Mocha actually killed herself? Alright? And who thinks she didn't, and it's actually just like something that's set up? Let's take a bet. Obviously, I am voting that it's set up, and she's not actually killing herself. Let me know what you guys think before we actually find out, because we probably will be finding out in this episode. Upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second floor window, and what I see shocks me to my core. Electrical discharge? Someone is using the time leap machine. Who? Mayuri and Daru should be at Kamima. Not even Kadisu should be here. I asked her to escort Mayuri yesterday. Besides, she's against changing the past. So, who? The building shakes. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it now. I race up the stairs to the lab. By the time I get there, the shaking has stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. How could we be so careless? The time leap machine is still faintly warm. Somebody did use it. Who? What? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used the time leap machine that you know of. Just to make sure, I checked the X68000. As expected, the history's been erased. The same thing happens when we send an email. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but I have to focus on Mocha. Well, it probably was Mocha. I set up the time leap machine. The maximum leap time is 48 hours. To leap more than that, you'd need to leap 48 hours and then leap again. The 42-inch CRT is on downstairs. That's plain as day, since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. Why do you run upstairs? I would've just turned off the TV. That would've been my first thing to do. I put on the headgear. Preparations complete. Should I really leap now? Oh shit, boy, we got a choice. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I should. Yeah, of course you should. Oh, right. I'm supposed to do address book. Phone wave. Of course we're going. Duh. Uh-oh, is it gonna crash again? Nope, we're good. No crash arena this time. Suddenly, the empty room is full of familiar faces. Mary is sitting on the sofa, working on her costume and rubbing her tired eyes. Daru's at his PC, muttering to himself. Kadisu is in the development room, tinkering with the phone wave. Where is Mocha now? Should I try going to her apartment again? Honestly, I'm afraid to meet her face to face. I don't know what I might do. That woman killed Mayuri. Innocent Mayuri, sewing with all she's got. I've seen the blood drain from her body. I've seen the light fade from her eyes. If I see Mocha, will I be able to contain my rage? Well, you did last time. Last time you didn't shoot her and you had a real gun to her back. It doesn't matter. I can't run away. In order to save Mayuri, I must meet with Mocha. True. I wonder what happens if you don't time leap. I wonder what happens. I also wonder what happens if you don't time leap the last time we had the choice to time leap. On Lukaku timeline. That's interesting. I head to Mocha's ratty apartment. There's no sign of the police this time. Mocha's suicide won't happen for another 4 days. I run up the iron stairs and stand in front of the door to Unit 202. The lights aren't on inside. I start getting anxious. Maybe she's not here. There's no intercom, so I reluctantly knock on the door. No reply. I try again with the same results. Damn, might as well try the doorknob. Are you coming back to the lab today? Maybe? Depending on what the reply is? I don't know, but don't worry, you don't have anything to worry about. Oh, you don't have to worry about anything. Sure, we'll send it. We'll send it, why not? Why not? It's unlocked. I take a deep breath. This could be a trap. Remember, we're not dealing with an ordinary person. Mocha is around her, an agent of CERN. Oh, maybe she traveled back in time with the time leap machine, so she would know that we're coming after her. If I die here, what will happen to Mayuri? Will Kadisu or Daru use the time leap machine to save her? I need to be careful, but at the same time, I can't save Mayuri by doing nothing. So, I steel myself, open the door, and peek inside. Oh shit, dude, are we gonna get iced? Is this gonna be the end of the series? The apartment is dark, too dark to see, but I feel someone's presence. I step inside. The apartment is practically empty. Minimal furnishings. Only the barest necessities of life. But there, by the window, is a figure in the moonlight. You think we get ice here? If we get ice here, am I gonna let that be the end? Or am I gonna reload that save and not time leap back? These are the questions. It depends how pissed off this ending makes me. If I'm okay with this ending, then we'll take it. A woman is sitting on the floor, her head bowed. There's no one else here. I approach the woman and stare down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mayuri, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman, but now, I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBM 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor Field and rescue Mayuri. Kiryu Mocha. I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I force it to the back of my mind. Can you hear me? Mocha's fingers twitch. She sluggishly lifts her head, but she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead. Who? She finally speaks in a frail voice. Mocha has always had trouble speaking, but it seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose that's no surprise given that she kills herself in 4 days. FB, is it you? FB? I've heard that name before. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's codename.
Why won't you contact me? I did everything you told me to.
The phone in Mocha's hands glows faintly. She's still clinging to it, I see.
Did I do something wrong? I'll fix it, I promise. Just don't abandon me. I'll do anything for you, FB. Please, answer me. Give me orders. I'll obey. Tell me what to do. Tell me. Tell me.
I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mayuri. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another effect of the world line change? Well, duh. But it's only been a week since she sent her Gmail. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Mocha by the shoulders. Hey, can you hear me? Hey.
FB, why won't you answer?
Kiryu Mocha, hey, it's me, Okabe. No response. Mocha just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice that she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. FB, 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 FB. A lot. Well, dude, I called it. I said that she's fucking brainwashed because it seemed like she didn't want to do it, but she did it anyway. I think she's brainwashed. I think they're brainwashed people. What the? What's happened to Mocha? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB, but I don't understand how that could turn Mocha into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. Yes, you sound like me. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Mocha's phone.
No.
Ow. A sharp crack echoes through the room. Mocha slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Mocha curls up into a ball, hugging her phone tightly to her chest. Kill her. Take her phone. Send the D-mail. Then, you killing her will be undone. Bada bing, bada boom. But this little pussy still doesn't have it in him to kill someone. Even though it's this bitch who has literally killed his best friend like 12 times. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never let go of her phone, not even for a second, as if it were the only thing keeping her alive.
No mails. No mails.
You mean from FB?
No mails.
I make several more attempts to take her phone, while she babbles incoherently, but she slaps my hand away each time. Next, I try persuasion. I promise to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. But that can wait till after I've saved Mayuri. But Mocha doesn't buy it. If that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force. But what if she tries to kill me before I can send the D-mail? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. What should I do? Her gun? Where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Crap, that startled me. We're doing a lot of saving here, kids. We're doing a lot of saving. I guess I'll answer the phone. Hello? I stand up and move to the entrance, where I can take the call without letting Mocha out of my sight. Where are you? Sorry, I'm busy. Is it woman? You're with a woman, aren't you? Is that the first thing that comes to mind? You really are a mainstream girl. Shut up. You promised you'd help with the phone wave, remember? Or is your lab mem number just for show? Get Daru to help, I can't do it today. What are you doing? Where are you? Kiryu Mocha's apartment.
So you are with a woman. You're the worst.
Has she not met Mocha in this world line? I quickly give Karisu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Karisu listens attentively, as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Karisu gives it to me straight.
You have to take it from her by force.
You've seen too many Hollywood movies.
You're up against an agent of CERN. Play nice and you could end up dead. Don't hesitate. Remember, you're doing this to save Mayuri. I know you're pretty weak and scrawny, but you should be able to handle her in her current state.
Wow, thanks. Gee, thanks. At least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly, she lowers her voice.
You might think I'm a monster for saying this. Not that I care what you think, but kill her if you have to.
Thank you. You're a monster. But you're not a hypocrite. And that's what I love about you, Christina.
Love?
What's the matter with her now? I mean it. I wish my conviction were as strong as yours.
What? Well, thanks.
But that's not all, right? There's a reason you're willing to suggest murder as an option. How did you reach that conclusion?
Good, you're still thinking. I can't be certain whether your story is true, and I don't quite understand this attractor field hypothesis, but based on what you told me, if this Kiryu woman commits suicide 4 days from now, then that means her death flag is already active. In other words, this world line has approved her death. On previous world lines, where that wasn't the case, you probably couldn't have killed her even if you tried. Something would have happened to prevent it, or possibly killing her would have caused a dramatic shift in the world line divergence. But on this specific world line, her death is already certain. As you've experienced with Mayuri's death, the result is what matters, not the process. I believe the same applies to Kiryu. It doesn't matter how she dies.
In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide. She's already going to die, so that makes it okay. That the kind of argument a murderer would make?
Don't be a hypocrite. We're not talking about right and wrong here, Okabe.
She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this. But what about the law? Even if fate forgives me, society won't.
As long as you have the time leap machine, you can undo anything, even murder. The result will be that you gain the necessary information without killing anyone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm so glad I took the call from Karisu, because you know what? I always forget this, but Karisu is me. Karisu is me in this game. So, I need to always take calls from her, always take texts from her. She is me. And sometimes, Okabe just needs me to talk to him. Like, see, this is what the result would be if Okabe and me were buddies. If I was in this game, I would be giving to Okabe it frank like this, man. I'd be giving him all this juicy info. All this juicy advice. I understand.
Phew. Just remember one thing. You're responsible for what you do. I guess that's quite a thing for me to say, huh? After telling you to kill her.
It's fine. Your advice was truly becoming of a mad scientist.
Get it done, Okabe. Bye.
She hangs up without another word. Yes, please let me kill Mocha, please. Let me end her life. Let me watch as the light drains from her eyes, just like I've watched her do to Mayuri so many times. Sorry about that. Got a little crazy there. Strangely, I find Karisu's harsh tone encouraging. What does she think she is, a general? I manage a smirk as I close my phone. Mocha's still sitting on the floor. Kill her if you have to, Karisu said. Mocha did the same thing to us. She doesn't deserve mercy. Kill her or let her live, it's my choice, my responsibility. Even after I undo the murder, the memory of my crime will remain with me. That sin, that guilt. I'll have to carry that weight. I mustn't ever forget. That's what Karisu meant when she spoke of responsibility. Murder is unforgivable, no matter the circumstances. That's not true. Can you understand that, Kiryu Mocha? I reach for Mocha's phone. This time, there's no hesitation.
No.
Mocha resists. I grab her slender hand and pin it to the window. Oh shit, dude, she knows fucking karate. The glass rattles from my force, but thankfully doesn't break. With my other hand, I pry the phone away from Mocha's chest. Gah! She drives her foot straight into my solar plexus. This dude loves talking about his solar plexus. The breath explodes from my lungs, I gasp for air. In a fit of anger, I raise my hand to strike. But at the last moment, I hesitate. Damn, what happened to killing her if I have to? I know we're past the point of playing nice, but I've never hit a girl in my life. I don't consider myself a model gentleman or anything, but the idea that men aren't supposed to hit women is such a strong part of my common sense that it stayed in my hand, almost like instinct. God damn it, dude. I thought you were about equality. Beat the bitch up. So instead, I wrap my hand around Mocha's neck and squeeze. Oh, that's so much better. When she tries to kick me again, I pin her legs under my own. I squeeze harder. My fingers dink into her throat. Did she just fucking taser me? Oh, I thought I heard the sound of a taser. I was like, did I just get fucking tased? She struggles for breath. I feel her throat moving as she gasps for air. Killer, 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 killer. I can finally see my reflection in her tear-reddened eyes. Now I have your attention. Mocha is under control, but now I don't have a free hand to take her phone. If I loosen my grip on her throat even slightly, it'll turn into a struggle again. Mocha is hiding her phone behind her back now. I need that phone. Should I let go of her hand or her neck? Give me your phone. Mocha weakly shakes her head. If you don't, I'll kill you. I wonder if I even can. I can undo it with the time leap machine. It'll be the perfect crime. One that never happened, but still. Do I really have it in me to murder someone? I don't know, but I have to try. Hand it over, or I'll kill you! No words leave Mocha's lips, just rough breathing. Stalemate. Neither of us shows the other any openings. We're practically motionless, but our breathing is ragged. It's taking all my strength just to pin her down. Our rough breathing echoes through the room. For a moment, it even seems to synchronize. This is getting me nowhere. I remove my hand from her neck, then I use my entire left arm to pin her against the wall in a guillotine choke. She starts groaning in pain. My right hand has her left hand up against the glass. Now I pull her hand down to transfer the grip to my left hand. Now my right hand is free. I slide it behind her back and go searching for her phone. I have to lean in close to do this. I press my body against hers. Pain explodes in my jaw. I lean back. Mocha is readying another headbutt. I put more strength into my guillotine choke to stop her. Mocha's face twists in pain and she struggles to escape my grasp. Just fucking snap her neck, dude. Just fucking ice a bitch. Come on. My guillotine choke seems to be working. She doesn't have the strength to resist. If I push any harder, she really might die. I push harder. Mocha writhes in pain. Tears fall from her eyes and drool from her mouth. As her resistance weakens, my right hand finds Mocha's phone. She still has it in a tight grip, but I manage to tear it away. I quickly release Mocha and step away. She bends over and coughs violently, but still she reaches out to me with tears in her eyes. She wants her phone back. I don't care. I look at the screen. It shows me an email draft with a string of FBs entered. I clear the text and start typing a new mail. But her phone's different from mine, so I don't quite know how to use it. Let's see. Startled, I look up to see Mocha staggering to her feet. She's like a goddamn zombie. Beat the bitch up, Jesus Christ. I quickly run outside and close the door behind me. Then I lean my entire body weight onto it, so she can't open it from the inside. The doorknob rattles as she tries to open the door. Then she starts pounding on the inside. It's a good thing doors in Japan open out. You wouldn't see this in a Hollywood movie. Anyway, I have her phone. Now I just need to pretend to be Mocha and send the cancellation email. Mocha's changes to the past will be cancelled, the world line will change. The IBM 5100 will come back to me. And then we'll hack into CERN, mission complete. Fate won't have Mayuri die this time. Victory will be mine. Yeah, let's hope.
This is my keys.
Get ready for a D-mail.
Okay, but what's that noise?
I'm having a little trouble here.
So, you didn't kill her. Good job.
I tell her Mocha's address.
It's ready.
And Mayuri?
Still here. She's at the Braun 2 workshop trying to get the manager to turn on the CRT.
You didn't tell her anything, did you?
About her death? Of course not.
Good. Don't hang up yet. I put my phone down and resume typing into Mocha's phone. A middle-aged lady comes out of the apartment next door. Our eyes meet, so I put on a forced smile. The lady grins mockingly before going back inside. I wonder what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was a lover's quarrel. Model change, do it now, before sold out. In the email I write, model change, do it now, before sold out. Mocha's email said, don't change models. The desire for limited edition, hard-to-find products is hard-coded into Japanese DNA. Appealing to that instinct should work. The insistent pounding on the door grows louder. And now I hear groaning from the other side. I can't believe how persistent she is. Is her phone really that important to her? But I've already won. All I have to do now is send an email. I'll never forgive you, Mocha, but at least our relationship ends here. Let this be the last time we meet. I raise the phone to my eye level. I take a deep breath. It ends. Now, I press send. Maybe. And nothing changed. No vertigo, no dizziness, nothing. Reading signer didn't activate. What? Why? Why didn't the world line change? Did the phone wave fail to function? I bring the phone back to my ear. Kadisu's still on the line. Well?
Did you send it?
Yes, did it work?
The discharge is occurring as normal.
So, it worked, right?
Definitely.
The world line didn't change.
You mean it failed? Why?
Consider the possibilities. Maybe the message wasn't enough to persuade Mocha to change models.
Could we have sent it to the wrong date?
It's July 31st, I'm sure of it.
Check when the original email arrived. Maybe her reaction will change if the new one arrives just after that.
Ugh, what a pain. The pounding on the door has ceased. Did she finally give up as she just jumps out a fucking window or something? No, she wouldn't give up. Does she plan to climb out the window and loop around? But we're on the second floor. That would be quite a feat. I should still have some time left.
Try sending different messages. If that doesn't work, I'll adjust the timer.
You're a lifesaver. What's going on there? Is Mr. Braun freaking out?
I can hear him shouting from below. Hashida and Mayuri are trying to calm him down, but who knows how long that'll last. I don't think there's much time left.
Fuck. Abort. Let's abort. Time leap back. I'm scared. I put my phone into my pocket without hanging up. GGO1 rocks. I changed the message and send another email. But still nothing happens. Change now, your phone is cursed. I make another one. Send. No good. Why? What am I doing wrong? I'd like to ask Mocha, but if I go back inside now, she'll probably just attack me. Which reminds me, she's been awfully quiet. What's she doing now? Maybe she really did go out the window. I turn around, but I don't see her anywhere. Think, why didn't the email work? I wipe the sweat from my brow, my entire body is soaked, it must be the adrenaline. What if Mocha changed addresses when she got a new phone? I take out my phone. Are you there?
Still not working?
I tried 2 more times, but nothing. I frantically consider my options as I stare hard at Mocha's phone. The walkway is dim, but Mocha's gaudy purple phone shines in the faint light. Wait, I take another good look at the phone. There's something wrong here. What is it?
Okabe, what's wrong?
Gaudy purple, latest model, removable LCD screen, number GGO1. My eyes tell me there's nothing wrong. I saw this phone when Mocha sent her email, and many times before. She was never without it. It's the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing changed?
Huh? What hasn't changed?
Why hasn't it changed? Why is it the same as before Mocha sent her email? Because that's not what her email said. Mocha's email said, don't change models. She should have had a different phone when she sent it. Well, it meant something else. But she didn't. It was the same phone I'm holding right now. There's only one explanation. She never changed models to begin with. No way. She lied to me. Mocha's email wasn't about her phone. That explains how it affected the IBM 5100. It also explains why my cancellation emails aren't working. That sneaky little... Uh-oh. The door violently shakes behind my back. It's much stronger than before. She must be ramming something hard and heavy against the door. I quickly move away from the door. Uh-oh. The door shakes again. I can see the frame starting to warp. She's crazy! I suppose I should be thankful she doesn't have a gun, but honestly, this is terrifying enough. It chills my blood to think of what her face must look like now. I've never been the target of such single-minded obsession before. Leave the phone. Set the phone on the floor. Fucking book it to the time leap machine. Time leap back. None of this will have happened. You can try again. But unfortunately, I can't run away. I need to face Mocha again and wring the information out of her. Oh no. Both Ferris and Lukaku remembered their emails. With prodding, Mocha will remember too. I need that information. Oh shit. Crap. I don't want to go in there. My teeth are chattering. This is pathetic. I thought I'd won when I snatched her phone. Dude, she probably has a knife or something. We're dead. 100% dead. This is the end. But now, my advantage is gone.
Okabe, answer me.
Christina.
What's that pounding? Are you okay?
Mocha's email wasn't about a model change.
What do you mean?
She must have changed the text right before we sent it. That's why the cancellation mails aren't working.
Did you check her history? It might still be there.
Her arrival history, of course! Even if it's not in her sender history, it should be in her arrival history. I glare at the purple phone in my hand. It's a good thing Mocha didn't change phones, now I know exactly where the D-mail went. I should have thought of that, checking now. I actually kind of thought of that too, but then I was like, no, she probably deleted it. For a second there, I thought it would be easy. I should have known better. Mocha is not a casual phone user. Her mailbox has literally hundreds of entries over the last week, almost all from FB. Some of my mails are sprinkled in. I don't have time to search through each of these mails, even just the subject lines. Not to mention the pounding on the door is freaking me out. Christina, I seem to be in a spot of trouble. If I fail, I'm leaving the rest to you.
Don't be ridiculous. If you're in trouble, then get out of...
I hang up. I agree with her. The lady next door comes out again, alarmed by the escalating noise. She glares at me. But when she sees the magnitude of the door's damage, the lady opens her eyes in shock and runs back inside. I'm not leaning against the door anymore. Mocha should just open it, but she hasn't realized that. She's so fixated on getting her phone back, she'd destroy her own door. In any case, I don't have the time to check her mail history. I put the phones into my pockets, and move to the side of the door. This is gonna go so bad. We're gonna die. I carefully grip the doorknob and wait for the interval between bangs. Now, I yank the door open. A coffee table flies out and smashes the walkway railing. Oh, Kabi! A screech raises hairs all over my body. She's standing in the entrance like a revenant at the gates of hell. I step back, my knees tremble. But then I remember what I'm here to do. I gather my resolve, enter the room, and close the door behind me. Listen, lady. Or at least I try, the door's bent and won't fully close. I give up on locking it. Give it back. Mocha glares at me, shaking with fury. First, I have to restrain her again. This is a woman who would kill on command, who would break her own door just to retrieve her phone. It's too dangerous to let her be. I'm stronger. I need to get her on the ground. Oh no. There's no time, it's now or never. Crushing my fear, I charge Mocha at full speed. Our bodies collide. Mocha tries to twist away, but I grab her clothes. Oh my. And use my momentum to push her on the floor. Ah. It sounds a little suggestive. The back of her head hits the floor. Her resistance weakens. She doesn't know how to break a fall. Some secret agent. I quickly straddle her waist. Now she's mine. Give it back. Mocha flails her arms and legs wildly. I should have known she wouldn't give up. Now. Her fist strikes my jaw. Fortunately, Mocha is weak. The blow does little damage. I still need to stop her from struggling. First, her hands. I start with her left. Listen, guys. As crazy as this is, this episode's already been really long. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it. We could be nearing an ending, guys. This could be it. We could get iced. This could be it, guys. Be prepared. It might be all over. Unless I really hate the ending, in which case, I'll probably travel back in time, real life-wise, to a previous save. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We will find out what the hell happens next. Maybe it'll be maybe the next episode will be the last episode. Who knows? But thanks for watching anyway. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see all of you guys in the next episode.